Hi everybody, welcome to Happy Owl Crafts Learn to Crochet videos. So today we're going to start with the very basics. We're going to start with a slip knot and then moving on to your chain. A chain is the basis of every crochet project that you'll ever do basically. And today I'm using Aran weight yarn and a 5mm crochet hook. So this is the first video I've ever done for Learn to Crochet, so I really am needing some feedback on it, so please give me all the feedback you can. Constructive criticism, of course, though, please. Yeah, so let's get started. So this is your working yarn, which is the bit that's attached to your ball. Oh, maybe zoom this out a bit so you can see this better. So here's the ball, and here's the bit that's attached to the ball. So that's what you call your working yarn. And the other end here is our tail. So basically to do a slip knot, I'm going to show you two different ways that I do a slip knot. So put the tail over the front of your hand, bring the working yarn in between your two middle fingers, cross it over, catch that cross with your thumb, put your hook through the front loop, catch the back loop, pull it through. As you take your fingers out, pull it tight, and there you've got a loop on your hook. So all you need to do is pull the working yarn that's attached to the ball, pull it tight, and there you are, you're ready to go. Okay, so we'll take that one out again and I'll show you how to do that one again. So you put the tail over the front of your hand, put the working yarn in between your middle two fingers, cross it over, catch it with your thumb, go under the first loop, pull the back loop through, and as you're pulling it through, take your fingers out and pull it all the way through. Then you're left with your big loop. Pull the working yarn end that's attached to the ball, pull it tight, and that's you ready to start. So I'll show you a different way. This is the way that I always do it. I don't know where I learned this from. It's actually quite complicated to teach, to be fair. So you put the working yarn over your hand and the tail goes over the back of your hand. Then what you're going to do is you bring your tail in between your first two fingers and over your thumb, catch it with your thumb, and then the working yarn, pull it over the top of your finger. So you've got two loops on your finger, pull the back loop over the front loop and off your finger, and then pull it tight, and you've got your loop, put it on your hook, and again pull the working yarn and pull it tighter, and that's you ready to start. So I'll show you one more time to do it the way I usually do it. For some reason I really don't know where I learned this one, but it's just something I always do now. So put it over your hand, bring the tail between your first two fingers, put it over the top of your thumb, catch it there with your thumb. I hold it loosely there with my fingers just so it doesn't disappear. Then put over in front of the back, put another loop in front there, pull the back loop over the front loop, pull the two tails tight, put it on your hook and pull the working yarn, and that's you ready to start. That's you got your, I'll zoom in a wee bit so you can see that that's your slip knot, you ready to start working. So we'll zoom out just a wee bit again so we can see what we're doing here. So the way I hold my yarn is I hold it over these three fingers and then up over this, back over your, point your finger towards you. And then I like to gently hold it with these three fingers, just enough so that it can still move. You're not going to hold it too tightly, you want it to be able to move freely between your fingers. And then I like to hold the tail between my middle finger and my thumb. So as we do this, we're going to point, if you see the hook at the top of your crochet hook there, you're going to point the hook away from you. You go under the yarn, pull it round, and as you're pulling it round towards you, pull the hook round and then pull it through the loop on your hook. And that's you done a chain. So again, point the hook away from you, yarn over, pull the hook towards you, pull it through the loop on your hook. And again, there you go, it's a chain. Again, yarn over, pull the hook towards you, pull it through that loop, and there you have a chain. So there we've got a chain of 3. I'll just take the hook out a wee bit so you can see and zoom in a wee bit. It's a bit dark, I don't know what's going on here. Oh, missed it. So if you have a wee look at these wee bits, you can see a bit of a V here. That's your chains. I'll just chain a couple more just so that you can see them a bit clearer. I don't expect you to follow this bit, so don't worry, because I'm doing it faster so I can do a bit more. So that's the chain there. And what we're going to do is we're going to work back into that chain. In the next video, we'll do half double crochets in the next video. Everything I do is in US terms, so there's US terms and UK terms, but I learn in US terms, so I'll be teaching you in US terms. So that's the video of how to do your slip knot and a chain. Please let me know if you've got any feedback about it. Thank you very much. See you on the next one.